The thing is, we hear. Yes.
As per the spirituality, is that the Shabda Brahman or hearing the best among the three? Or even in the material, unaided in the spiritual case, the Shabda is the topmost one, that is the authentic, that is the unfallible, like almost like that. That is the highest Brahman. Or in the spirituality, that is the highest Brahman.
Both materially and spiritually, hearing is important. Look at the present situation in the world. How do we get attracted to something?
By hearing.
By hearing. How many people are forced to buy things we don't need just by hearing?
But the thing I meant to ask is, sometimes we are getting cheated, sometimes the hearing that we do, it is not like the real one. It may be it may be a Hanuman Praman of someone who is giving that Shabda.
The Prabhupada said, hearing from the right source. So we hear from the right source. So we should hear, but pray from who? From the right source. A person who is not a cheater. A person, like we said, parampara. So we're hearing from parampara, bona fide disciple succession. Will not be cheated.
In material way, how to understand this? Like hearing is the most important.
Material way, we remain cheated because we are forced to be attracted to so many things we don't need. So people are buying so many things we don't need. That's the power of sound. So negative sound also will act negatively. Transcendental sound will act transcendentally.
Okay.
So, Prabhupada is recommending hear from the right source. If you hear from the right source, don't be cheated. If you hear from the wrong source, then what expect? The cheater will cheat us because we are also cheaters. Yes.
Maharaj, I'm bewildered by this cheating propensity. In the last class, His Holiness Chandramuli Maharaj said that the higher you go, the more subtle the deviations are. So therefore, some people do know that the Vedas are the right source. They know that they are coming under a certain cyclic succession, and taking advantage of this, they approach the conditioned soul, and somehow they deviate. They give the message even in a cheated way. In that way, the conditioned soul they still not, even though they may think that they are in the right, hearing from the right source.
If you want to hear, according to what do you have in your mind, will be attracted to the person that of the same nature with you. So those who want to be cheated, they'll be attracted to cheaters. We should not forget that Krishna is saying the heart here. What is his duty? His duty here, Anumanta Paragrasta. He witnessed everything, he will give permission. You want to be cheated, he will show us to the person who will cheat. And if you want to be a devotee, he will show it to a devotee who will not cheat. It depends on us. It's not about hearing. Not about hearing. It depends on who is speaking and who wants to hear. If you want to hear about Krishna, you get a devotee who will speak. If you want to hear from nonsense people, you get them. There are many. There's no scarcity. about that. Devotees are scarce, but cheaters are many. And you get cheated because that is what we want. We want to be cheated, so we get it. Three main types of evidence: Pratyaksha, Anumana, and Sabda. Pratyaksha means direct. Direct evidence is not so good because our senses are not perfect. We are seeing the sun daily and it appears to us just like a small disk, but it is actually far larger than many planets. So, what value is our seeing? What is the value of our seeing? See what? What can we see? Nothing. So it's to hear. So probably it's also inductive is also not good. It may be like this hypothesis. For instance, Darwin's theory says it may be like this, it may be like that, but that is not science. That is a suggestion, and it's also not perfect. But if you receive the knowledge from the authoritative sources, that is perfect. Do you understand? Do you understand? If you, Prabhupada said, if you receive the knowledge from the authoritative sources, that is perfect. If you receive a program guide from the radio station authorities, you accept it, you don't deny it. You don't have to make an experiment because it is received from the authoritative sources. No experiment. Therefore, Pratyaksha and Anumana, they are not correct. Sabda is imperfect. Because Vedic knowledge is called Sabda Pramana. Another name is Shruti. Shruti means that knowledge which has to be received simply by oral reception. That is knowledge. The Vedas instruct that in order to understand transcendental knowledge, we have to hear from the authority. Authority. Who is authority? Any person who speaks is authority? Any person who speaks. Is anyone in this matter not speaking?
No.
Are they all authority?
No.
Authority, one who represents Krishna. Did Prabhupada cheat us? Prabhupada, did he cheat us? It's authority. If you hear from someone else who is not authority, he will be cheated. Why do we go to people who will cheat? Can't we go to those who cannot cheat us? It is our own fault. It's our own fault. We have to make the choice, and the choice is based on our mentality. Transcendental knowledge. Transcendental knowledge is knowledge from beyond this universe. Not just any person who speaks. Frog is speaking. Is it not? What is the value of frog? Speaking. Inviting snake to come for feast. So we should not hear from the frog, we should hear from a bona fide person. Within this universe, it's material knowledge. And beyond this universe, it's transcendental knowledge. We cannot even go to the end of the universe. So how can we go to the spiritual world? Thus, to acquire full knowledge is impossible. There is a spiritual sky. There is another nature that is beyond manifestation and non-manifestation. You understand? Where do you find that? This statement Prabhupada makes here, where do you find it? There is another nature that is beyond manifestation and non-manifestation. Where do you find that? Where do you find that? I'm asking you because something we have already... No. 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 At the 15. Calm down. Calm down a bit. We have studied Bhagavad Gita just now. So you should answer my question. I remember. That is chapter 8, text 20. In our Krishna consciousness movement, we are accepting knowledge from the highest authority. Who is? Krishna. Isopanisad is cheating. Isopanisad, is it cheating? Bhagavad Gita is cheating? Bhagavatam is cheating? Prabhupada is cheating? Is Goswami, is that cheating? No. This authority, we should hear from them. They will not mistake. Yes, they give a perfect direction. This is what we mentioned before. The Vedas, they give us a perfect direction. They lead us to a destination, which is liberation. So we follow that. There's a direction. Look all of our billboards around the world. What do they direct us to? All the billboards all over the world. Where do they direct us to? Where? Huh? Yes. Is any single billboard that direct us to Krishna? No. This is our billboard. This one directs us to Krishna. This authority. So we should hear Isopanisad every day. It's compulsory. Will not be misled. Prabhupada is saying, in our Krishna consciousness movement, we are accepting knowledge from the higher authority, Krishna. Krishna is accepted as the highest authority by all classes of men. I am speaking first of the two classes of transcendentalists. One, they are generally known as Vedantists, led by Sankaracharya. And there is another class of transcendentalists called the Vaishnavas, like Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Vishnu Swami. So hear from them. So hear from them. If you go to nonsense people, you get cheated. We should hear from the authorities. You'll be free. Isopanisad gave us the direction. Complete. Right? Two approaches. Inductive Aroha Panta and Avaroha Panta. Properly. Speak about this. If you hear from a pure devotee, a guru who represents Krishna, what will happen? You will not be cheated. You will not be cheated. You will realize Krishna. Is it not? So what is the qualification of a guru to speak? What is the guru qualification to speak? Huh? What's the qualification for person for us to hear? Huh? He is what? Has rightly heard from the Vedic message from the right source. And we're mentioning right source, Prabhupada. Not cheating here. Not cheating. Therefore, the Vedic injunction is that one must approach the word, the word compulsory is used. What is that compulsory word? What is the compulsory word? Sanskrit. Yes. The best, Upanishad, one of the Upanishads use this word, compulsory. Evāvaśiṣyate. Evāvaśiṣyate is compulsory, means compulsory, not optional. We must, it's compulsory. Evāvaśiṣyate, like a stamp. If you have a seal on the certificate, then it's authentic. If a certificate has no seal, not authentic, it is not tenable. You cannot present it anywhere. Certificate is authentic when there is a seal on it. Evāvaśiṣyate, it is compulsory. We must approach a guru. It's used. A bona fide spiritual master, a guru. And what is the qualification of a bona fide spiritual master? He has rightly heard he has heard the Vedic knowledge from the right source. Otherwise, he is not bona fide. He must practically be firmly established in Brahman. How's it called? The same verse. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. He must practically be firmly established in Brahman. These are the two qualities. This Krishna conscious movement is completely authorized from Vedic principles. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, the actual aim of Vedic research is to find out Krishna. Which verse is that? Which verse is that, Bhagavad Gita? Which verse? The actual aim of Vedic research is to find out Krishna. Which verse? Yes, 15:15. 15:15. Yeah, you should connect. You should connect. You should connect everything. Connect everything. In the Brahma Samhita, it is also stated Krishna Govinda has innumerable forms, but they are all one. They are not like our forms, which are fallible. His form is infallible. My form has a beginning, but his form has no beginning. It is ananta. Very different. All right? Shall we continue? Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. Yes. 15:15. At the end. The actual aim of Vedic research is to find out Krishna. Yes, 15:15. Original Veda is 1. Then it became 4. Right? It is meant for less intelligent than people. Mahabharata and the Itihasa, or the 17 Puranas. Yes, yes.
17 Puranas. So total 18 Puranas. The last one is Bhagavad. The 18th Purana is what? 18 Purana, that is Sattvagun, Rajagun, Tamogun, Che. Total 17?
Think. Work it out. Okay.
Also, Maharaj Jagadash Maharaj in previous class, I think, was telling the 17 Purana. But one day Loknath Maharaj was telling about the 18 Purana. I was thinking which is the 18th Purana, which was the 18th Purana.
Why didn't actually?
Like, I was thinking it was in online Zoom Japa.
You can ask them. Yes, the Puranas are 18. They're 18. Mm. 666.
They still don't get it. After Vyasa wrote everything, was he fully satisfied?
No.
Or not yet?
No.
So then what? Narada Muni explained to him, and then what?
The Srimad Bhagavatam.
Yeah.
Purana Amalam.
So Maharaj says, work it out.
I work it out.
That's what it means.
Yes, Babu.
The first Veda was the Rig Veda, and from the Rig Veda all the other three came.
Yes. 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 All right, let's continue. But 5,000 years ago, Vyasadeva put the Vedas in writing for the people in this age. Kali Yuga. He knew that eventually the people will be short-lived. Their memories will be very poor and their intelligence will not be very sharp. Which verse is that? Very good. Chapter? First canto. Very good. Very good. Thank you. You tried. First canto, first chapter, text 10. Okay. Very good. Therefore, let me teach this Vedic knowledge in writing. He divided the Vedas into 4: Rig, Sama, Atharva, and Yajus. Then he gave the charge of these Vedas to his different disciples. He then taught of the less intelligent class of men, Sri, Sudra, and Dvija Bandhu. He considered the woman class and Sudra class, worker class, and Dvija Bandhu. Dvija Bandhu refers to those who are born in a family but who are not properly qualified. A man born in a family of a Brahmana who is not qualified as a Brahmana is called Dvija Bandhu. For these persons, he compiled Mahabharata, called the History of India, and the 18 Puranas. These are all Vedic literatures: the Puranas, the Mahabharata, the 4 Vedas, and the Upanishad. The Upanishad are part of the Vedas. Then, yesterday, summarized all this knowledge for scholars and philosophers in what is called the Vedanta Sutra. This is the last word of the Vedas. Vyasadeva personally wrote the Vedanta Sutra under the instructions of Narada, his Guru Maharaj, spiritual master. But still, he was not satisfied. That is a long story described in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasadeva was not very satisfied even after compiling many Puranas, Upanishads, and even after Vedanta Sutra. Then his spiritual master Narada instructed him, "You explain Vedanta. Vedanta means ultimate knowledge. And the ultimate knowledge is Krishna." Krishna says that throughout all the Vedas, one has to understand Krishna. Vedanta krit Vedabit eva chahan. Krishna says, "I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas." Therefore, the ultimate objective is Krishna. That is explained in all the Vaishnava commentaries of Vedanta philosophy. We Gaudiya Vaishnavas have our commentary on Vedanta philosophy called Bhavina Bhashya by Baladev Buddhabhushan. Similarly, Ramanujacharya has a commentary and Madhvacharya has one. The version of Sankaracharya is not the only commentary. There are many Vedanta commentaries, but because the Vaishnavas did not present the first Vedanta commentary, people are under the wrong impression that Sankaracharya's is the only Vedanta commentary. It is not. The Vedanta Sutra simply hint at what is Brahman, the absolute truth. The absolute truth is that from whom everything emanates. Absolute truth. This is a summary, but it is explained in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam. If everything is emanating from the absolute truth, then what is the nature of the absolute truth? That is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. The absolute truth is explained in Srimad Bhagavatam. The absolute truth must be conscious, Swarat. He is self-effulgent. We develop our consciousness and knowledge by receiving knowledge from others. But for him, it is said that he is self-fulgent. The whole summary of Vedic knowledge is the Vedanta Sutra. And the Vedanta Sutra is explained by the writer himself in the Srimad Bhagavatam. We finally request those who are actually after Vedic knowledge to try to understand the explanation of all Vedic knowledge from the Srimad Bhagavatam and the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so that is the end for the introduction. That's introduction. Introduction is finished. So we move on to invocation. Invocation. Comment? Yes, Prabhu. The mic.
Let's say a person accepts that science is limited, sense is unlimited. Obviously, by the empiric process, we cannot see the origin of the universe.
Yes.
Or origin of species, or origin of life. Okay. But why would a person who accepts that limit think that Vedic knowledge comes from before there was a universe? Why would a person, what would make a person accept such a thing?
Very good. Very big.
That'd be great.
Yes.
All the scientists, they're willing to accept that they can't obviously empirically verify anything about origins. But why then would they think Vedic knowledge contains the truth?
Very good.
That's what our science museum has to somehow convince people to accept Vedic knowledge
Yes.
as the highest science.
Yes.
So I'm curious, do you have any thoughts about it?
Yes, my little understanding about that is we are spirit souls, part and parcel of Krishna. If you if one say there is a smoke, if one said that there is a smoke, intelligently there must be
Underlying
fire. Yes. Therefore, they have studied making their research to the extent they know that there is something there. But what is that thing? That is a problem that they don't know. But the idea that there is something is there. And that word, because we are spirit soul, and we are always thinking. And the nature of thinking is that we are always hoping to get something. So there's some idea that there is something there. Although that is not fully known, but there is something there. And that word is leading people to accept that, yes, God must be impersonal. Yes.
Their answer would be, since they completely bought into the whole concept of reductionism,
Yes.
that everything began from nothing
Yes.
and is evolving into more and more and more complex
Yes.
stages
Right.
in life,
Exactly.
their answer will be, well, in time, although we can't see it now, but in time, we will keep evolving.
Exactly.
Then
You come
we
to that
will be able to
point.
see everything.
exactly.
That's what they would say
Yes.
to avoid God.
Exactly. Yes.
That is what they say.
Yes. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. By tomorrow. Definitely by tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow will not come. But at least some idea that something is there. And they are hoping for that. And they will continue to hope for that and not get it. Because they are on the wrong path.
Well, the one thing that we
Yes. Yes.
in the last 50 years, by their own scientific advancement of technology,
Mm.
we have been able to see levels of complexity
Yes.
that no one who came up with these philosophies in the beginning, hundreds of years ago, 200 years ago, could have imagined. And so the levels of complexity
Mm.
is what compels an intelligent person to think there has to be an inventor, a creator, a designer.
Exactly.
This could not have, it's too complex. Even a cell,
Mm.
it's too complex for it to have happened by itself.
Yes.
So we're using their advanced technologies to prove that there is a God, there must be a God. So that's how we're approaching it in the science museum.
Yes. Thank you very much for that. Okay, we move on to the invocation. Invocation, very auspicious. In one sentence. What are we looking at? Wholeness and completeness and absolute truth. This is one sentence. Summarize the invocation mantra. So let's chant the mantra together, then we can go into it. Om pūrṇam ādāya pūrṇam idaṁ pūrṇāt pūrṇam udacyate pūrṇasya pūrṇam ādāya pūrṇam evāvaśiṣyate. You can read the translation. No, can read the translation.
The personality of Godhead is perfect and complete, and because he is completely perfect, all emanations from him, such as this phenomenal world, are perfectly equipped as complete wholes. Whatever is produced of the complete whole is also complete in itself, because he is the complete whole. Even though so many complete units emanate from him, he remains the complete balance.
Krishna remains the complete balance.
Before we start with the invocation, can you please explain us why Prabhupada selected Isopanisad? There's so much of Upanishad, Varnada Upanishad. What's the prominence of Isopanisad?
Because Upanishad, Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita, they are connected.
Isopanisad and Gita is connected.
Yes.
Okay.
They are connected. There's a connection. This Upanishad is talking about. This Upanishad is talking about who? The absolute truth. And Krishna is what?
Absolute.
The supreme absolute truth.
All the Upanishads are speaking about the absolute truth.
This Upanishad. This Upanishad.
Okay.
This Upanishad is connected with Bhagavad Gita.
Okay.
So after this, then Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Who is the absolute truth? This Upanishad is talking about? Krishna. Yes, Krishna is Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita explained this in detail. Right.
We also see in the Bible that Srila Prabhupada is quoting so many verses of Bhagavad Gita.
Yes. Yes, connected. from the absolute truth to the personality of the absolute truth. That's how Isopanisad and Gita are connected. Isopanisad is connected with Gita. So in this invocation, it describes the objective of the book. Invocation describes the objective of this book. I should say before. What is that? The absolute truth. Which Bhagavad Gita gives the details. Bhagavad Gita gives the details of the absolute truth. And the personality of Godhead by repeated recognition of his various types of completeness. Sri Isopanisad establishes the supreme position of the personality of Godhead. And Krishna, Bhagavad Gita does what? The supreme personality of Godhead himself is speaking himself directly. Four. Om pūrṇam ādāya pūrṇam idaṁ. That is one. He is pūrṇāt. He is what? Om is pūrṇāt. And pūrṇasya, pūrṇam ādāya. Pūrṇam evāvaśiṣyate. Oh yes, now we make a small experiment because as we are preaching, we are going to get a lot of people to confront us. So the Mayavadi said, Om is pūrṇa, complete, right? So this is what? This is complete. So if I take it into two, right? It becomes 2, becomes 4, becomes 8. Show me where they complete. God has expanded into unlimited. So where is the complete? Show me the complete. So how God is complete? And He is divided also into pieces all over. How is it complete now? You understand my question? You ask this question here in India, especially.
This is the Mayavadi.
So tell me, what's the answer?
We are putting the material formula in spiritual, but actually we should. That means this is not perfect example. That means given by Mayavadi, but 1 minus 1 equal 1. That is in spiritual world. That's why he is supreme.
Very
but
good.
They are thinking according to the conditional soul. If we, in conditional thing, that will no more, it is incomplete. But they are putting this conditional for absolute, which is completely wrong.
Very good. Yes, yes. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Someone else want to contribute? Yeah, you're giving class on Sunday. This question someone asked you in the Sunday class. So, who will you say?
It is say Krishna's part and parcel, like Ishvara Atma Sarva Bhūtāt, the way. So it is pūrṇam, that is what the complete word comes. So complete means, as you said, there are different parts we are saying and different forms. So how it is one, is a whole or complete, right? So here all are part and parcel of Krishna. So whole in one. That's why the Atma Sarva Bhūtāt. In every particle you can see Atma, that is part of Krishna.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ram.
in line with what he said also, is that is a difference between that which is absolute and that which is not absolute. That which is absolute, even though so many parts are coming out of these, or so many parts are coming out of this whole, the whole still remains. The paper still continues. You can, what we have done right now, tearing the paper, that is not absolute. That is why the whole does not remain. That is a difference.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Prabhupada also mentioned about an analogy, just like a moon. A mother shows his child the image of a moon in various water pots. So that doesn't mean that moon has divided into many. Moon remains the same, but these are all his, other moons are his images, or what we call it. I don't have it. Reflections. So in the same case, if we extend this analogy to Supreme Lord, and Supreme Lord can be expanded many times. His energy can be expanded, his expansions, his plenary portions can be expanded many times, multiple times, but still he remains the same, remains the whole, complete whole. So that's the thing.
Very good. Very good analogy. Thank you. Very good. Yes, if you have let's say 100 buckets of water, the moon will appear in all of them. Right? So if you turn one bucket off, it becomes 99. So the moon has become decreased. It's still there. And that is material. That's material. What about the source? What about the source of that moon? If the moon can do that, the sun can do that. What about the source? That is one thing. Thank you. The second one you mentioned, God is a material thing we can just turn into pieces and throw away like that. It's not a material object you can turn it into pieces and it becomes less in quality. That is not Krishna. He is absolute. So we cannot tear him, we cannot divide him like that. So even though he himself expanded unlimitedly, which is normal for him because he has no limit. If he's the supreme God, then he should have no limit. Anything which is limited cannot be absolute.
Maharaj, can we give example if a mother took bath, many child, one child, two child, three child, still the mother is remaining. That means his body part, nothing there.
Yes, it still remain. Good. Yes, still remain. So this is Krishna. He is not divided. Even though he has expanded himself into unlimited, he's still not divided. He's still the same Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is what Isopanisad is teaching. Yes. Yes, sir.
Srila Prabhupada once told me, and I wrote it down word for word, that Sri Isopanisad is the best book for God realization. So for years I've been trying to understand, because I think Bhagavad Gita, I think the Bhagavatam First 10, I think so many different books are the best book. But Prabhupada told me Sri Isopanisad, and this invocation is the perfect understanding of God. Better than anything you could ever grasp. If we just study, not just memorize, but really study this invocation, really deeply think about it and reflect on it, you'll be able to explain God to anyone. It's all here in this invocation.
Very good.
This is the best.
Yes.
God realization, invocation. The word complete is not something you normally say to people when you're talking about God in any religion. But if we learn the true meaning of complete, we will understand God. We'll
Thank you. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna. Yes. The personality of Godhead is perfect. How perfect is Krishna? The personality of God is perfect. How perfect?
Because we are living, that means if you are sleeping at night, if you wake up in the morning, everything sunrise, and after sleeping also breathing, everything, that means nothing, that means any problem. That means to exist in this material world. That means sun, moon, and everything is going on nicely. That means we may see generally point of view that everything is perfect because Krishna is perfect.
Very good. How perfect is Krishna? The Supreme Personality of God is perfect. Now we look at the complete. Now we look at the perfect. How perfect? Yes. Speak now. You have been.
Our body parts, if a food item is there, such a way our eye and ear, nose, same time, we can smell it, we can see it, we can hear it perfectly. If our eyes is here, we cannot see and hear separate. So in such a way our body part, we are taking food, digestive, everything. We can understand by in our body part also practically that Krishna made this body is perfect. So that if we are perfect, so the source from we come, that is also perfect.
Very good. Very good. Krishna, yes, perfect. Please tell me, how perfect is Krishna? How Krishna is perfect? How Krishna is perfect?
Sorry,
Yes, go ahead.
how Krishna is perfect.
Yes. This is what the sloka is saying now. This is what the sloka is saying.
Yes.
The personality of Godhead is perfect. So my question was, how?
Is there any proof or anything so that we know that it is perfect? Krishna is perfect, as you say.
So,
Is there
answer.
anything you can explain, like how Krishna is perfect?
Me, I'm asking.
I'm asking.
No, I'm asking. Answer me question first, then I can answer your own. How Krishna is perfect? That was my question.
Prabhu's, everyone in this class hand should be up.
Yes.
How do we not know at least some part of this?
Right.
Just think about the introduction we just read.
Yes.
Think about so many things.
Yes. Now we want to pieces it so we can have a proper understanding. How Krishna is perfect? Yes, Prabhu. What's the mic? How Krishna is perfect? How?
So,
Prove to me that yes, Krishna is perfect. How?
so well, I will use the name Bhagavan, which Krishna is called, and Bhagavan generally means one who has the six opulences. In our practical experience, we mention something or we say something is perfect when it is complete in either of the six opulences. When something is beautiful, or it has very high knowledge, or someone has very high knowledge, or they have very high fame and so on. So Bhagavan means one who has all these in full, and therefore Krishna is perfect in this way.
I think you should understand my question. How Krishna is perfect? What way Krishna is perfect? Which way Krishna is perfect? This is just a word. I want to understand it. Somebody asks you, how your God? You say your God is perfect, but how? Tell me, what are the qualities that you can say, okay, yes, these qualities, these things he has that makes him a perfect person?
Maharaj, can you say that?
Give the microphone when you speak.
Can we say that the Krishna told Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavad Gita, that means 18 chapter 7 sloka, if any person they have doubt on Bhagavad Gita, he will experiment all the knowledge, he comes to, the point is that the person who has told Bhagavad Gita is the truth. even 5,000 years ago,
Prabhu,
he
are
told
you answering the question? I don't think so. I don't think what you said even relates to the question.
that is,
I don't mean, I'm saying that very caring.
Mm.
Maharaj is asking for what is the real meaning of perfect. And you started talking about something that had nothing to do with that.
Krishna.
So everyone keep trying, Maharaj. I'm saying, keep trying to understand perfect.
Did you understand my question?
Krishna, he didn't have any mistakes. That is another way of understanding the question. So he didn't have any mistakes, and he's a perfect organizer, constitutor,
Perfect relationship with his devotees.
Okay.
And by his perfectness, even sun comes, moon comes, everything, the law of nature is working, and we get Vedas, everything. And even the pralaya happen, maintenance happen, even the destruction is happening, even the living entities are existing. So this is the perfect. There is no mistake, not even a pinch of mistake. If even a pinch of mistake is there, nothing is going to exist like this. The proper, systematic way.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you.
So that was one part of her.
one part.
That was only about what God does.
Yes.
Is perfect. That's all that was it. But it's good explanation, but yes, God created and he did it perfect. But is that the full extent of the statement that he is perfect?
He was a perfect in all.
Did you digest what Prabhu is saying? Let us digest what he is saying. Did you get it? Everybody understood what Prabhu mentioned?
I'm trying to.
He said that is the only one aspect.
The one
he said
aspect.
there are many other aspects about perfectness of Krishna. So you
Use the
can
mic,
add-
please. You're holding it, but.
There are many other aspects of perfectness of Krishna, and he adds only one aspect. We can shed light to all other aspects also.
Okay.
So another aspects are. So he has regarding that point, Krishna has given Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is a perfect science of self-realization. Until 5,000 years, 5,000 years time has elapsed. So till now, there is no amendment like any other book, like constitution, like any other book also. No amendment has been there in the Bhagavad Gita. Apart from that, Krishna
So
perfectly.
that is one. Krishna is perfect because he gave us a perfect book which does not change through the tunnels, which is perfect with the philosophy. Okay. very
Apart
good,
from that,
very good.
Krishna has perfectly lifted the Govardhan mountain, and he was perfect in his strength also. Even nobody could claim in the world that he is the perfect wrestler, perfect weightlifter, perfect powerful person. So he has the strength all in all. So that we can see from many examples like Kaliya Dahan Leela, like Govardhan Leela, and like Kans, the killing of Kans. Kans was at that point of time. Kans was the greatest demon, was the was the most powerful demon on the earth. So he got the guts to kill that demon. So he was, in that sense also he was perfect in power wise. Third thing, in beauty wise also he was perfect. Nobody can match his beauty. For example, we say Krishna is the Madan Mohan. He can also attract the Madan. Koti Madan means crores of Madan he can attract. And that Madan, that thing, one Madan can attract many people out here, but he can attract many Madan, crores of Madan. That is another aspect of his perfectness in sense of his beauty. So beauty, wisdom, strength.
Krishna's beauty is perfect and no other beauty equals to him. So it's perfect. Beauty. Very good.
And for material world, the lotus is the the highest emblem of beauty. That's why we equate his face to lotus-like face. Otherwise, we would have any other option, then we could have equate his beauty to that thing also. And the fourth thing is knowledge, renunciation. I forgot.
Krishna is a perfect renunciation.
Perfect
renunciation.
Perfect renunciation. Because
How is it perfect renunciation? He married 16,100 wives.
Yes,
How is it perfect renunciation?
he was associating with all wives, but simultaneously he was not attached to any of his wives. And even during the Ras Leela, during the Manbhang Leela, when gopis felt some proud, some man, then he left the gopis at that point of time. So, I mean, he was not also attached with the gopis. Although he was attached, but still simultaneously he was not attached. I'm very KG class student in explaining this.
No, you're on course.
And the
Go ahead.
fifth thing is wisdom, strength, power. No, Daya means.
There's another part of wisdom, let's say, to know everything.
So Krishna,
There's nobody that knows everything.
Yes. Yes. Perfect. Yes.
Krishna is Tiruguna, as the Prabhuji mentioned.
Yes.
He knows past, present, and future also. And
Very good. Very good.
fourth, last two. Wealth wise. And famous wealth. Wealth wise is also perfect because on this earth we normally end up in building one flat or two flat, or most probably one villa. I don't know the US criteria, but in India this is the criteria of rich people. But he managed to build 16,000 palaces, and apart from that he also built Dwarka also. So from this incident we can understand how much rich he was, and he also claimed in Bhagavad Gita that everything emanates from me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante vam buddha bhav samandita. So that is the perfectness of richness, of rich, that Krishna claims. Nobody, no demigod, no person can claim in this world that he is the richest. All the richness belongs to him. Krishna only claims this. And the last thing is famous. Still 5,000 years past, still we are right now talking about him. So that's how we can understand how much popular, how much famous, how much prasiddhi he got. So that's the thing. Hare Krishna.
Haribo, thank you. Thank you very much.
So you think his wealth is measured by what is in this one universe? No, that's what you described. You described that he owns everything. But you were just talking about this one universe. That is not even a drop of his wealth. You know how many universes there are? No, they're uncountable. And they're all his. And that's just superior energy. That's not even the superior energy of Krishna. So how wealthy is he? This is how we have to keep thinking, not more.
The perfectness of Krishna is shown by 64 qualities that he has. He's completely perfect in all the 64.
Very good. Very good. Yes.
Yeah.
Now you understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Okay. Go ahead.
we discussed many things about Krishna's opulence and all many things. But one thing I would like to tell, that if we measure it in any aspect, we cannot measure it, because it is unlimited. So it will go any whatever way, whatever thing of our thought process, it will be beyond and beyond that. So there is that's what, if we'll argue about Krishna, who is Krishna, what is his opulence, what is this, that, we cannot get into a conclusion. So simply, the simplicity we can reach, that the process is, you should have process of simplicity, which is easily we can catch Krishna.
See, in essence, what are you saying?
That's it.
Simplicity.
Yeah. Because the reason is, if you tell about opulence or this, that, and again beyond that is there. If you catch there also, he might come in small also. If you are thinking big, he will come small. If you think small, he will go big.
Thank you.
So there you cannot imagine anything.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. You tried. Anyone else want to say? Perfect Krishna. You have said something now. This one is. He wants to say something. Perfect. We're looking at how perfect is Krishna.
Krishna is Satchitananda. Satchitananda Vigraha is eternal, full of knowledge and fully blissful.
That's perfection? Okay. Satchitananda Vigraha. All right. Good.
Krishna is perfect in the form of Bhakti. He never missed to. He never missed to save the devotees.
So perfect protector.
Protect.
All right. Perfect protector of devotees. Very good. Very good.
Bhakta Vatsal, savior of devotees.
Yes, but I want to say something. Right there, Mike. Perfect Krishna. That's what we're looking at.
We've been listing so many different things of why Krishna is perfect. But I think it can be simplified by understanding the ways that we are imperfect, which Prabhupada talks about in the introduction, that we have 4 defects that make us us. And Krishna, being Krishna, doesn't have these 4 defects.
So he's perfect, without a defect. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Something else?
He is Akhil Rasamrat Sindhu. He is the source of all the rases, all the mellows. So nobody can claim that somebody can claim that I have this ras, but he claims I am the owner, I am the source of all the rases. Some incarnation, some expansion can claim,
Very good.
but he is the source of all rases.
Very good. Thank you.
Lord is Asama Udva. There is no equal or no one is above him.
So that's why he's called as Asama Urdhva. Only a perfect person, a perfect Supreme Personality of God, Krishna only can be there in that position. That's why in Vedas it is profoundly glorified. Krishna as Asama Urdhva.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, want to add?
Omnipotent, generally we use our hand to eat, mouth, but he can use any part of the body for any service. He can eat through eye, through any part, but we cannot do this. He is omnipotent. That's why he is perfect.
Very good. Very good.
He's the perfect shelter. It's working? He's the perfect shelter. He's the only one that can give perfect shelter. Other demigods.
Perfect shelter. Very good.
They
Very
cannot
good.
offer protection from death. They can offer so many things.
Very good.
Krishna can offer
Nice.
everything, protection from everything.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, well. Perfect shelter giver. Yes.
This falls back on the Krishna's opulence of knowledge. So we are very limited. We even fail to remember what we did yesterday at this hour. Krishna can remember every past life of his.
Perfect, remembering everything. Perfect knowledge. Very good. So Krishna has perfect knowledge that whatever Krishna speaks remains eternal and also makes us perfect. If you will get Krishna's knowledge, become perfect. So Krishna is perfect. Very good.
Lord is Atmarama.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
completely self-satisfied.
No
Very
one in
good.
this world can be self-satisfied.
Very good.
So only Lord can be claimed to be Atmara.
There are so many Atmaramas. There are so many Atmaramas.
So-called Atmarama.
So many Atmaramas. Krishna is a perfect husband, Right? Krishna is perfect husband. This is why I complain. Perfect husband, is it not?
Yes.
Krishna is a perfect son, child.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
That Mother Sura is so attached, so addicted to him because of his perfectness. Eh? So perfect friend. He's a perfect friend.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
So perfect
Yes.
that all his friends never want to leave him for a moment. Right? Is it true? So perfect. Gopis, Gopas, Uddhav. They cannot give up his association. Perfect in everything that he does. Can we say that the material energy is working perfectly? Can we say that?
No. Yes.
The material energy is working perfectly without anyone, not even our scientists can change it?
Yes.
Is it not?
Yes.
Can our scientists change what is happening?
Nothing.
They can stop death. They can stop disease. Our scientists can do that. Birth, death. So Krishna made material energy so perfect, it's working so perfectly that nobody can change it except himself, who is a perfect designer. Is it true? Is that Krishna? So he is truly perfect. He is truly perfect in everything. Like he said, he gave imperishable knowledge. Dharma mritam. This is what chapter 12 of Gita said. His philosophy is perfect. Right? Bhagavad Gita is perfect.
Yes.
Krishna is perfect in his activities. Can we find fault in Krishna's activity? How he perfectly, he perfectly killed all the demons. So mighty. What is the height of Agasura? Agasura.
The snake.
What is his height?
It's measured in miles.
Yes. the upper lip is touching the sky. Right? And what was the size of Krishna at that time? At that time, so to speak, materially speaking, what was his age? 8 years. Krishna was barely 8 years when he killed such a mighty Asura, Putana, 12 miles. Krishna was a baby. He was a baby, 3 months old, when he broke a cat. The cat also was touching the sky. Aristasura. When Aristasura entered Vrindavan, the whole earth was shaking because of his weight. And Krishna was a small boy, perfectly killed the demon without anxiety, without tension. No tension. Perfect wrestler, perfect creator. The Krishna made a machine which can produce itself. Is it not? Krishna made a machine which can produce, it can reproduce itself. Which one is that? Woman. Woman body can produce. This one can produce itself. You need a mold, right? To have another one, you need a mold. But Krishna made a machine which does not need the mold. It will produce by itself. Is it not? A woman can continue to give birth. Krishna doesn't have to come and check again. Is it not? Have you seen one day the sun is late?
No.
It's rising and setting? The sun. Vegetations, seasonal food. They're late in coming and setting. Perfect. That is Krishna. So Krishna is perfect. He's a perfect creator, perfect husband, perfect son, perfect everything. Perfect enunciate, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Perfect. No single mistake, no single fault in his perfect renunciate. No fault in him, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Is he not? Perfect in behavior. Everything. He perfectly made the material world that the material world is maintaining itself. Is it not?
Yes.
The sun is crying of insufficient energy. The sun.
No.
The sun is crying with insufficient energy. Huh? You're not perfect? Yes, Prabhu. What's the question?
Prabhu, Maharaj, sorry to interrupt with this question. It's a material question.
Sometimes people in this world, they are saying that due to now the seasons are not proper, global warming is happening, and then it's all going, the world is going in a different phase. I don't know, I just heard this. Is that shows for their vision that like God is failing in the point of nature?
It is not God who is failing. It is not God who is failing anything. That is, material world is like that, deteriorating, it's going down, 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 down. We mentioned that no scientist can stop it. That is how perfect Krishna's energy works also. That even the material energy of Krishna, see, working perfectly under his direction, and no one can change what is happening. Can anyone do it? The philosophers?
No.
Scientists? Politicians? Can they do anything? They can only talk, but what is going on perfectly by Krishna's arrangement. Cannot change it. Can stop disease, birth, old age. They can stop it. Nobody can do it. That is how he perfectly arranged material energy and is working like that. The same way with the spiritual energy, perfectly working. Perfect. In order.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so when someone challenges you, which they did, that God is failing, things are getting worse, how do you answer that? How do you, with all this knowledge, answer that? Because it sounded like you didn't know how to answer it.
No.
It just sounded like that. How would you answer that?
It is also Lord plan, you cannot change that. It's impossible.
That's not.
You are not the person who can change, you can bring up the situation up. I used to say this.
That's not really how you answer it. Did we just finish winter here in India? Pretty much? Almost. And then what comes after the winter?
Summer.
How about spring?
Yes.
So there are cycles. So if they're looking at the deterioration of winter and they don't know what's coming next, and you have to explain God's energy in just in the material world works in cycles, endless cycles. It goes to a level that you can't imagine. Then it goes down, 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 down with each yuga. Then it goes back up again. You have to be able to explain that to people. Not just that, oh, you can't stop it from getting worse. That's not how you answer their concern. The real perfection of God's energy in this universe is that it gets to a level that they can't even imagine. They have some fantasy about the Garden of Eden or whatever they think are perfect conditions of the world, billions of times greater. And it goes down and it goes back up. Cycles is how God's energies work in the cycle. That's different in the spiritual world. We haven't even begun to touch that. You know, I like to say, how many hoods does he have? And if every hood is chanting about Krishna's glories from the beginning of time to no end, what have we discussed in this class compared to that? We are just beginning to like take a glimpse at the unbelievable, infinite opulence that's within Krishna, but each one of them is expanding at every moment. It's already unlimited, but then the next moment it's even more unlimited. There's no such thing like that, except in God. So that's why the non-cessation never finishes describing. Even if he describes something, the next moment it's even more. These are concepts that we have to grasp.
Thank you very much, everybody. Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Isopanisad ki jai, perfect Krishna consciousness.
Jai!
Srila